we are going to go ahead and get ourselves leveled up. I did go ahead and just like off camera, all that I did is finished up the loading screen here. And then I also consumed a lot of souls. And the reason why, like the consumable item souls, actually like 1,000 too many of them, it turns out. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to get up to 16 dexterity. And the reason why I wanted to do that, I will show you. Some people have commented on this, actually, in videos. Why can't I leave here? I actually have no freaking clue why I can't leave. Alright, well then, I will tell you that I was going to go outside and grab the Uchigatana, who, like a dude outside has one of those, and it's one of my favorite weapons. It's totally sweet. Loved it since Dark Souls 1.
My feet are here firmly planted, for I am a lord, and this is my throne.
I'm gonna go ahead and trust this super creepy looking dude that's wearing a crown and talking about he's the lord of things that doesn't have any legs.
Like it is a transposing came in thy possession. Seen better days, but it shall suffice.
He talks real fancy.
Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferred to thee. Thy task is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition?
Sure, let's begin it. So for 0 souls, we can get a ring out of the soul of the Boreal Valley Vort that will give us a little bit of hit points whenever we attack things. It's not a whole lot. The alternative here, though, for that soul is something that takes 30 strength in order to wield, which is a lot of strength. Meanwhile, on the soul of the Rotted Greatwood, we've got a greatsword with 14 strength and 18 dexterity, and a spear with 11 and 19, which we just went up to 16 dexterity there. So we're actually like pretty close on either of these. We have 12 strength. I'll go ahead and just get the ring for now and not make any decision on the other one. I think right now I don't see us wanting something that requires 30 strength. I'm not planning on going down strength. So,
The firekeeper not if she is much like thee. Prisoners both, kept to leap the fire.
so yeah, a big part of that is also just that I have the extra ring slot here. Boosts pyromancies, raises maximum HP. I actually wonder if I can do that without going over. Maximum HP is a little bit more important in terms of like getting bursted down. Right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and not equip that ring simply because it weighs a little bit too much. A little bit too rich for my blood in that respect. Have our doors opened up? Okay, that must have been like a weird loading thing, which is very odd because I had the game open for like, I don't know, probably 20 minutes before I even started this recording. Alright. This guy here, I don't actually remember if it was the start of this recording or if it was a recording where I played for a half an hour and then ended up tossing it out because I boned the recording up, but in one of those two things, I came over here and just ended up running away from this dude. I think it was the first one. But yeah, he's right here. I'm going to go ahead and get this buff out. I don't actually know what this buff does, but it seems sweet. Oh. Ooh, he's a bit fast. Nope, nope, don't use her souls. There we go. Chug. Chug. Ooh. One more, and then we'll get the shield up. We could knock him off the edge, but we'd have to reload the game if we did that, which I'm not a big fan of. See, if you kill him here, he just drops the item right here, and you get it. Also got some new attire, along with the Uchigatana. And it, in turn, actually weighs a lot more. So we might throw some of that equipment on. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about with going over 70%. Slows you down. At 69.9%, you don't roll slow. I think at 70, you do roll slow. Might be 70.1. Don't hold me to that, but... this here... Does this actually boost anything cool? Provides protection from pyromancy, so it's got high like non-physical resistances. It's actually like a pretty good piece of equipment overall for its weight. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and toss that back on. I'm just going to assume that it's optimal. That if I am changing stuff, that is the thing to change too. Although, our face is kind of weird looking. We didn't really put any time into designing our character. So, you know, sometimes you end up with a Bob with a weird looking face. That's just how it is. It actually kind of looks like someone that I can't quite put my finger on. Who do you guys think that my character looks like? Who does Bob look like? There's like someone... I think they're famous. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Who does Bob look like? I want to know. There's a decent shield there. Yep, it was... it was definitely the recording that I ended up tossing out. Because I grabbed that east-west shield, and I mistook it for this silver kite shield. Which is phenomenal. The east-west shield is like, meh. It's not a 100% physical damage resistance shield. It doesn't do amazing things in terms of, like, buffing stuff. Speaking of... this gives us an alternate stance by using the parry button here. It gives us some alternate movesets that consume mana. Which is pretty cool. That's like a really sweet feature on that Silver Kite shield, that you can mix up your weapons movesets. I really like it. Alright, how do I actually get back indoors now? Can't, like, jump across there. People telling me to jump off the ledge? Oh, no, people are telling me to not get wrecked by these guys that we walked past and just, like, murdered immediately. Going down. That's where the door is going to be. Cool. So the Uchigatana, like, I should comment on this, why I like this weapon. It's got, like, a relatively fast moveset and pretty dang long range. It's a little bit more up and down than I like. I actually very much so like on the hand axe the fact that when you swing, it goes in arcs, because that just kind of hits people more often. It's very rare for things to be more up and down. On the plus side, though, of swinging in that up and down direction, it's a little bit better in close quarters. So we just took out the Pit of Hollows. The dilapidated bridge is probably the quickest way for us to go. Where we want to go is to... Well, that actually might be the Undead Settlement. Trying to think. We want to get back to... Yeah. So, like, where we killed that Cursed Greatwood, remember when we opened up that big door? I'm going to go to the dilapidated bridge and get it loading. I'm so torn between these two of which one's going to be faster. I think it's the dilapidated bridge. That's the bonfire that we went to in order to fight the Cursed Greatwood. You also just kind of, like, get some free souls anytime you go there. But yeah, so the Cursed Greatwood was, like, behind us, and we opened up this huge door, and linked back to a place that we had been before with the bridge and the dudes that throw the pots at you. Yeah, we're going to head that way, and we are just going to go ahead and kill our way through. Remember when we got on the elevator and we went up with something of Katarina Siegfried, something like that? We're going to go back to there. Might see if he has anything to say to us. But then we're going to go down on the elevator. Oh, jeez, he's just going to town. He is an angry giant. Okay, alright, well, we're, like, bleeding now. Alright, we're just going to kill him, actually. And then we're going to go back to the bonfire and just get our health back, come back, kill him clean. Got anything for me? Nope. Up to 3,000 souls, though. Nope, not the bonfire here. The bonfire is down here. We, like, took way more damage from that guy than we've ever taken from these guys before. So, we'll go back. Not have half of our health bar. And corresponding Estus flasks missing. Also, that, did you see how my fourth hit did a ton more damage there? That's because I actually inflicted bleeding on him, which is, what he's very close to doing to me. There we go. I was just being a little bit impatient with killing him. That's alright, we'll use the Estus Flask. I love this spot. Oh, it'd be a shame if anything happened to you guys over there. Nice. I like this Uchigatana a lot. Oh. Oh, geez, yeah. Okay, I guess an entire pitchfork actually has a lot of range. Not giant with a crazy bow kind of range, though. Let's actually just, like, poke our heads up here. I feel like we haven't explored up this way at all. This guy tried to sneak up on me. I mean, he was successful, too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I wonder how our actual damage is looking in terms of this versus the hand axe. Mortician's Ashes. I actually don't know what that item does. I'm going to take a look. Not in here. Not in there. There we go. Shrine Handmaid will prepare new items. I wonder if the Shrine Handmaid is just like the merchant that we haven't even stopped by in the Firelink Shrine. We just like run past her all the time. Could be. Also, let's take a look at our damage here. So right now we're doing like 130. The raw hand axe is up at 169. It's pretty high. It's like a pretty big difference. We also have upgraded that quite a bit though. So the raw hand axe is at +2. Our Uchigatana is just vanilla. We don't have any upgrades on it. And in the future, we should be able to get it up to, I think, +2 at least. Yeah, not +3. That only costs 1 Titanite shard and then 2 for the second level. At which point we'll probably be doing comparable damage, and it won't be, we won't need to make it raw in order to do that much damage. Also, the bleeding damage on the Uchigatana is actually, like, pretty respectable. The fact that we killed him in 4 hits there instead of 5 was entirely because of the bleeding damage. Alright, pressing on. We can drink without risking any loss. Any inefficiencies. I definitely think that this is probably quicker than going from the other bonfire. I wonder if there's anything new here, other than just like a pit that we can fall into our death. This is in general like such a beautiful game. Like, look at the level of detail and beauty in this room. Like the tree. And just everything. And then if you look down here, it's like 3 pixels of water just repeated over and over again. Probably the only knock that I can make on how this game looks. This just looks like it should be an illusory wall, but it's not. It's where we got trolled before. I don't know, the bonfire is actually pretty close up there too, though. Wait, is there a dude on our right? There's creepy sounds coming out of that headphone for me here. Oh. Alright, we've got a taker. Ouch. I actually didn't deal that much damage. It was just an impressive attack, that's all. I don't think we can actually backstab her. We got away with one there. I was expecting to kind of get laid out by him. Alright, Doge. Let's do this. Yeah. Dogs are like one of those things where every time that I'm fighting one in this game, I'm just like, oh, I hope I don't just die like a moron to this dog. Their attacks come out so fast. And they're so unpredictable that it's just like no fight with a dog seems guaranteed. It only takes 2 hits to kill them, but you never know. You just never know. Alright, he's going to throw a pot at me. We might have bit off a little bit more than we wanted here. I'd really rather fight you guys one at a time. We'll go for the weak one first. Ooh. We'll give that bleed a bit of time to come down. Alright, I think the attack, the wind-up in particular on the Uchigatana, is a little bit slower than it was on the hand axe. I think that's a big part of why we're taking a lot of damage. We're going to just ignore the dude on our right. No particular reason to kill him at the moment. I wonder if this guy has anything new to say.
The woman's a lost
Nope. Heard it. We've heard all about how she's a lost cause, man. Get over it. You're living in the past. She's a lost cause. But I just sit outside of her chamber all day. That's just how I choose to spend my time. I don't actually see an onion knight here. Maybe there's one downstairs. No, I don't know where that guy went. Wow, monstrosity ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the wisdom of the messages here. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. Try ranged combat. Try getting just rushed down like crazy. Jeez, he's fast. Oh man, yeah, that's just brutal. The stamina is actually problematic here. Ooh. Oh, we could have rolled that. If we weren't rolling that, we should have been blocking. I was just kind of tunnel visioned into the possibility where we would be able to just get off another fireball and kill them there. Now we've sort of just demonstrated, I guess, how to fight through there. Poorly, I might add. we took a ton of damage on the way to that guy. I had no Estus flasks left. I'm gonna try and just rush to him this time. I'm also a little bit curious if Siegfried will be... Siegfried, whatever his name might be. Curious if he will be waiting for us on, like, the lift or something. We'll be seeing the top of the lift now, as opposed to the bottom. Yeah, blocking that dude's attacks is just not a good idea at all. He takes almost all of your stamina. I'm just waiting for these guys to die for free so that I get a lot of souls. I suppose we could just lure this guy out. Come on. Oh, he actually took double damage there. Most of the time it only deals like 200. He got double tapped for over 400 damage. Avoiding the fights on the bridge here is actually going to be a little bit tough. Because there's a magician, and like running through here is just a serious risk in terms of just getting surrounded and taken out. I was hoping to just get like a little baby plunging attack off there. Oh yeah. I think she's actually due for bleeding damage right here. Yeah, there we go. I don't actually know what happened in there. I got hit by something that dealt like no damage. But my controller shook. And my animation got interrupted. It was odd. Oh. Yup. Alright. He's alive though, we didn't get souls there, did we? Yeah, I think he actually survived that fall. I wonder if we could survive that fall, or if he's just like very resilient to fall damage. Oh. At least those guys don't deal much damage now. I'm gonna try and run past these guys. Oh! Alright. I was hoping to roll that like a total boss. Unfortunately, these guys do run pretty fast. Do you guys think that we could get this guy to fight them for us if they dealt damage to him trying to deal damage to us? Okay, we've made a huge mistake. We don't want them to hit him anymore. Because them playing that text cue there, I feel like is his way of saying, like, hey, you should not hit me, because I'm an NPC, and I will mess your life up. You want to fall down that pit? Because that'd be sweet if you fell down that pit. Alright. Bye, buddy. There we go. We meant to wave, but getting the right emote within the moment is sometimes difficult. I'm contemplating just straight up using an ember. This guy is very tough. And hard to keep our distance against. That might be a subtle suggestion from the game. Or not so subtle suggestion from the game. Or maybe it's just the game's way of making it up to us. That, it knows that we're going to die a lot. Oh, that's a risky attack there. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, he, like, interrupted our attack animation there, even. Oh, no. Chug, chug, chug. Chug more. Throw fireballs. Oh, one more. Nope, we're out. Okay, alright. Alright, we'll take it to melee. Oh. Whew. Guys, I don't know. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but the range on the Uchigatana just absolutely bailed us out. Like, he had actually dodged backwards. If he was just using the, or if I was using the hand axe still, he would have absolutely been out of range there. No question about it. And here we've got actually a very similar stat line to our Uchigatana in terms of the requirements in the Irithal Straight Sword, but we're seeing more damage. We're seeing that it does frostbite damage instead of bleed damage. It weighs a bit less, which means that we might be able to get away with equipping, at least another ring, possibly something a little bit better here. Can't quite get away with that. Maybe better gloves? Those weigh the same and are just a little bit worse in general, but prettier. They're prettier. They have better, like, stat resistances, I guess. Status ailment resistances. Okay, so the weight's not actually meaningful for us. Other than, yeah, we can throw another ring on. Get some fire resist. I've got about 8k souls, but no Estus flasks. My guy's disappointed about that. This is a sweet weapon, though. I mean, you've got to account for the fact that it does just drip frost, which is pretty freaking cool. And we have entered to an incredible new forest. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video.